Hi Hoopers, Michelle McCoy here with Autumn Flow, and today I am out exploring Ponca, Arkansas, which is such a gorgeous area, endless exploring. I especially love to come here on overcast, drizzly days like today, and I found this perfect spot to share one of my new favorite transitions with you all. It's an Isopop to a backpack. And I'll show it to you and then we'll break it down. And that's it. So first of all, the only prerequisite to this move is just a basic Isopop, like so. So make sure you can do that move very confidently and use a small light hoop that you're used to flowing with. Here I'm using my 5/8 28-inch multi-toned Polypro, and we have lots of new design your own listings on our hoop shop at autumnflow.com for creating your own beautiful sectional hoops. So check them out if you're in the market for a new hoop. And now let's break this trick down. So I usually get into my Isopop from an isolation, so we'll start there. And when you do a basic Isopop, you release when your hand is just about at the top of the hoop and then re-grip to bring it back. So in real time, it looks like that. Or you can just do it continuously, keeping your arm nice and straight. And for the Iso to backpack, instead of re-gripping, you let go of the hoop and stick your arm into it. So that's the first step. Just practice that step first. Just doing half of the Isopop, the first half, and when you release it, stick your arm into the hoop, and the hoop's momentum will bring it back towards your body, up onto your shoulder, ideally. So the next part is to get your other arm in the hoop. So when you release the hoop and it begins to come back towards your body, turn away from the hoop and sweep your other arm into it. I find it easiest to go in like this. So without the hoop, kind of looks like this move, like sweeping to make contact with my back, my palm facing out, and then hooking it up on my shoulder here. So all together, once again, starting with our isolation, Isopop, release, catch. So once you get those parts down individually, you can put them all together into a nice, swift movement. So a couple quick troubleshooting tips. Really pay attention to the height of the hoop going into the Isopop, because if the hoop is too high and then you put your arms in, it's either going to hit you in the back of the head or it's going to go over your head and you will miss the backpack position completely. So try to keep the hoop aligned with the top of your head. Don't go any higher than right about here when you go into the Isopop. And it's starting to rain again. It's so nice. Okay, so Isopop, backpack, just like that. So pay attention to the height, first thing. Second thing is to pay attention to the speed going into your Isopop, because the faster you do the Isopop, the less time you're going to have to transition into backpack. So slowing it down quite a bit can really help you with getting this down when you're first learning it. And it's really pretty slowed down anyways, I think. And the third thing to pay attention to is timing. Timing in most hoop moves is so important. And you do not want to try to insert your second arm too early or too late. So if you do it too early, it'll look like this, and it'll just hit the outside of your arm. You have to time it so that when the hoop is right here, you sweep that arm in nice and swiftly. If you do it too late, the same thing happens. You just hit the outside of the hoop and you miss that opportunity where the hoop is right here behind you. So pay attention to that timing. You can't insert both arms at the same time. I mean, maybe you can, I guess I haven't really ever tried, but it will probably be a lot harder and not as pretty. So Isopop, extend, release, turn, catch, and then continue flowing. And I say this in all of my tutorials, but I'll say it again. Learning the transitions in and out of a move are just as important as the move itself, because that's how you piece everything together and start to create your own beautiful, unique form of dance. So I will share some of my favorite transitions out of this move with you real quick. Getting into it, I usually just go from an isolation or an isolation extension. I like to spin a lot when I first get into the backpack. It's just kind of like a meditative stall setup. And then from here, you could lift it up and go into some on-body moves, which is always fun. It's kind of hard to hoop in this little uneven spot here, but I tend to do that a lot to myself when I'm out in nature, and I like the challenge. And the falling leaves are really pretty right now. Guys, I am so excited for fall. It's like right around the corner. It's my favorite season, hence autumn flow. Anyways, minor detail. Back to the lesson. Another awesome transition out of this is to sweep it forward and catch it with your arm. So I learned this from the incredible Miss Hoop-de-Doo, right? Yeah, Miss Hoop-de-Doo. She's amazing. Check her out on Instagram if you don't already. I attended one of her workshops a little while ago and it like changed my hooping world. So this is something I learned from her. This transition out of backpack where you release with one arm and sweep the hoop in the crease of your elbow forward, and the top of the hoop will fall right into the palm of your hand. So make sure that when you sweep it forward, your palm is facing out. And then you grab it. You can do like this foldy motion to set you up for chest roll breaks. Or you could grab it and extend your arm up and release it to go into a reverse escalator. So there are just a few possibilities for you to get started. So one more thing I want to bring to your attention as you are navigating through this new fun move is your breath, and learning to become more aware of your breath and bringing it into any form of movement can be so beneficial, and I highly recommend that you explore that further. So for example, when I am preparing to go into this transition from the Isopop to the backpack, I'll start with a deep inhale through my nose and then release it out my mouth when I am releasing the hoop and transitioning into the backpack. And then I usually start spinning as I continue to release that long exhale out my mouth. So I'll demonstrate that for you real quick, starting with the isolation and inhale. And that just makes me feel so much more connected to my body and my hoop, and it gives me a lot more patience when I'm really drilling a new move or a new combo. Oftentimes when we are really focused on something, and I catch myself still doing this all the time when I'm attempting something new with my hoop, is we hold our breath, and this depletes our muscles of oxygen and tenses them up, which then stresses out our brain and gives us less patience, and it just is not good. So yeah, just practice bringing your breath into your movements and explore that. And I explore that so much deeper in my Refresh Your Flow course, because a huge part of that course is mindfulness and how to bring the benefits of mindfulness into your journey with the hoop. So yeah, breathe. So I want to share with you this fun little combo I just discovered recently that incorporates this move, and here it is. So you just get into your isolation Isopop, backpack, release, catch, sweep it back, and then go into your reverse escalator. So that is a little bit more complex. I'm probably going to make a whole separate tutorial just on that combo, but I just wanted to show it to you guys real quick, and that's it. So thank you so much guys for watching. I really appreciate all of your support. I love being able to inspire others just by doing what I love and sharing my passion and exploring our beautiful world while I'm doing so. Just another day at the office. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, I have a couple online courses available that you can check out at autumnflow.com. I have 2 courses. The first one is for beginners, my Learn to Hoop Dance course, and my second one is my Refresh Your Flow course, and that's for intermediate and advanced hoopers. And these courses are massive. The first one includes over 50 videos, and the second one includes over 75 videos. So feel free to reach out to me guys if you have any questions, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Happy hooping.